I have two brief questions I'd like to ask, if I may.
Hi, welcome to Left Foot Media. My name is Brendan Malone and you're watching The Daily Question. Without any further ado, let's get into today's question of the day. Is James Mangold the right man to be creating the brand new Boba Fett movie? A couple of days ago, The Hollywood Reporter reported that James Mangold has been hired by Disney to write and to direct a brand new standalone Boba Fett movie. I've got to be honest, when I heard this news, this is the first time in a long time I've actually been interested and a little bit excited about something that Disney is doing associated with Star Wars. Why? Because James Mangold is a phenomenal writer and director. This guy is a genuine talent. He has skill, he has a track record, a proven track record. He's not an unknown quantity, he's not a sort of fly-by-nighter, he's not some new, young, up-and-comer. This is a guy who has an awesome track record of writing and directing, and not only that, but it's the type of writing and directing that is so ideally suited to the character of Boba Fett. James Mangold is the guy that wrote Logan. He also directed it, but importantly, he wrote Logan. Now, Logan was a film that just knocked it right out of the park. This is a film that was like Dark Knight level filmmaking, in that it was a total genre bender. It was the type of film that took subject matter that in anyone else's hands would have been probably pretty competent summer blockbuster movie making, but he took it to a whole nother level and made it this deep and interesting and complex and nuanced take on morality and virtue and how these things might play out in the life of a superhero. Phenomenal filmmaking. But that's not the only time he's done that. He wrote the biopic about Johnny Cash, Walk the Line, another morally conflicted character who struggled with virtue. Copland, I think is the best Sylvester Stallone movie. It's a film that starred Ray Liotta, Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Robert De Niro. It's about a bunch of corrupt cops. It's about a guy, again, struggling to do the right thing. And it was written by James Mangold. This is a guy who knows how to write not just morally complicated situations and morally complicated characters. This is a guy who knows how to write westerns. Those films have a distinct western tone to them, even the films that are not westerns. He also directed The 3:10 to Yuma, which obviously is a western. So this guy, in my book, is ideally suited to make a film about Boba Fett. However, and there are some big howevers attached to this. First of all, he needs to have creative freedom. He can't have the Disney studio machine, which has shown us already that it has some big problems, interfering with his creative process. This is a guy who has a track record. This is a guy who knows how to make these types of films and to make them well, right? He has done it with excellence. You can't have a studio that is going to interfere with that creative process, because otherwise you're going to get a mixed up mess of a film that just isn't going to work. So they've got to let him have that creative freedom. Secondly, is he actually going to last? Not long after I heard the announcement, my initial thoughts were, I wonder if A, he'll have the creative freedom and control that he needs, and B, will he actually last? Because this guy, as I said, is a more than competent director and writer. He is a highly qualified and an excellent writer and director. And people who are that talented, the reason they are that talented is because they don't muck around in the shallow end of the pool. And if Disney tries to drag them into the shallow end of the pool, and there are these creative differences that arise, I can't see James Mangold hanging around to muck around with that and produce a subpar film with his name attached to it. It seems to me that he will be more likely to just walk from Disney and not waste his time. So, is he going to have total creative control? Is he going to last? I hope he lasts, and I hope he gets that creative freedom he needs, because I think this is a really good decision on the part of Disney. Only time will tell. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please let me know in the comments section below what you think. And if you like the content I'm creating and you'd like to see more of it, then please support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. That's right, I can hear my theme music too. It's time for me to go. I'll see you tomorrow on The Daily Question.